Team India that has been on a roll in the longer version of the game for the past 2.5 years, and India currently holds the top spot in the ICC Test Championship rankings. The skipper and his men have been invincible during recent times in this entire home season. They have 9 consecutive victories to their name. However, this team is very well aware of the fact that this tour to South Africa might be the series that actually defines the potential of the current Indian side. So, what plans does India need to beat South Africa? Who are the players we should look out and put our money on to? So, with that being said, this is Coast to Coast Productions, and right now you are looking at 5 players who should we look out ahead of South African tour. Number 5, Umesh Yadav. This is a surprising factor. Unlike Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Mohammad Shami, Umesh Yadav was at his very best during the past 2.5 year home season run. But what Umesh Yadav does has is some serious pace. He could use his reverse swing to his advantage, just like guys like Agiso Rabada and Dale Steyn. He was sidelined by Ashwin and Jadeja in those 2.5 years, but these South African pitches will have some pace and bounce that suit Umesh Yadav the most. So Yadav could send a few stumps rolling at some crucial phases of time. Beware, South Africa. 4. Ajinkya Rahane. Ajinkya Rahane didn't had a very good home season either. He has just managed to score slightly over 300 runs in just 15 innings with scoring 450s and having no hundreds to his name. So Rahane put selectors in doubt that whether to select him or not ahead of the South African tour. But considering the fact that Rahane has an average of 50 plus overseas and is also the vice captain of the Indian side, so if Rahane gets going, then it'll be very hard for the South African bowlers to stop this young gun, and he's really talented. Number 3, Captain Aggressive Virat Kohli. India playing a series and Kohli not having the maximum expectations. Is that even possible? That is why for India to win their first series in South Africa, this team will have high expectations from their own captain. Virat Kohli is in red hot form by scoring 2 back-to-back double hundreds against Sri Lanka earlier this year, and he has been 4th highest run getter in tests in 2017. He also has a good record against South Africa. He is in the peak of his career and understands the game better than anyone. So Virat Kohli in full shape would let India to have a chance to beat South Africa in South Africa for the first time in 25 years. Number 2, Shikhar Dhawan. This year, Shikhar has proved why he belongs in the longer version of the game as well. He has scored his career best of 190 at Galle against Sri Lanka earlier this year, and an attacking start from Shikhar Dhawan may go a long way in setting a platform for the batsman to follow in the rest of the series. The problem remains, will he be selected in the playing 11? Because Murli Vijay and KL Rahul are test match specialists and have a pretty decent records outside India. But none of these two batsmen have the ability that Shikhar Dhawan possesses. So my gut feel is that Dhawan will play at least 2 test matches and will go on to make a one big 100. Before I go to my final pick, here are some honorable mentions. Ravichandran Ashwin. People generally say that Ashwin is a home track bully, but if you are a home track bully, you don't pick up 300 wickets in just 55 test matches. So South Africa can get overconfident of the fact that Ashwin doesn't pick up wicket outside India, but he can also be the key factor for India's victory against South Africa this year. Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Now, back in 2014, when India travelled to Australia and Bhuvneshwar Kumar was hammered by those Aussie batsmen because he lacked pace, because he was consistently bowling at 120 kilometers per hour, and the places like Australia and South Africa, you need to bowl at least 135 kilometers per hour. So Bhuvneshwar Kumar is an improved bowler and can swing the ball both ways, so he can be a key factor to India's victory in South Africa this year as well. And the last one is Rohit Sharma. I don't want to say much about Rohit because he has just come after a good double hundred against Sri Lanka in the ODIs, 100 in the test match. So he is not in my top 5 because he hasn't played much test match. But still he is in red hot form and can prove a lot effective for the Indians to secure a victory this year in South Africa. And number 1 is Cheteshwar Dependable Pujara. Here's one guy who is going to give stiff competition to Joe Root and Steve Smith in the near coming future. Well, let's talk about his record in 2017. He has been the leading run getter in test matches and has been a good form lately and brings loads of solidity at the top of the order. He scored a magnificent double hundred against Australia and Ranchi earlier this year and already has a big hundred to his name against South Africa, where he scored 153 at Johannesburg back in 2013. So he has patience that no other Indian batsman possesses, and he can be a key factor that might help India to secure a victory against South Africa in South Africa. So that was the list, guys. If you think that any other Indian player could be a key factor to help India to secure a victory, don't forget to mention in the comment section. And my name is Karthik, and I will see you soon.